What's going on, New York City? It's me, David Rosen, and welcome to your latest market update from January 2021. As you already know, the Brooklyn Nets have achieved a trade for James Harden, making them, the frontrunners in the Eastern Conference with Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving. Brooklyn is on the map, baby. And you know what else is on the map? New York City real estate. Wow, and going over all of the data to see what's selling now, it was overwhelming. And picking just 9 listings like we always do that sold within 30 days of being listed was very challenging. So we have a selection here from the high end to the mortal price points that I think are really a good sample of what's selling today in New York and where values are. And I'm going to tell you that the inventory, which was sky high 3 months ago, record highs, is not going to be that high again. Prices are going up. Properties that are cheap are selling. A lot of sellers were sitting on their hands, and I think the market is coming to them. I personally have about 26 listings, and we are selling them, some of them for full price, even though they've been on the market for a long time. So without any further stalling, let's get right into this. Number 1 on my list was 11 North Moore Street, 2A. 11 North Moore is one of the premier doorman buildings in Tribeca, and this home was featured in Architectural Digest. It is a 3,133 square foot, 4-bed, 4.5 bath, which had just fantastic details, had been, really lovingly remodeled, and everything was custom. It was on the market for 4 days, only 4 days, with an asking price of $6,999,999, and it sold. Now there's others in the building asking even more than that, but at this price point, this flew off the shelf. So you can certainly see that's a floor for luxury real estate in Tribeca. And in case you're wondering, the combined common charges and monthlies were about $9 grand a month. That's in your taxes and common charges. Actually reasonable at this price point. $2,234 a foot, $2,200 a foot, $2,200 a foot, and it's flying off the shelf in Tribeca. Let's move on. 101 Warren Street, 9I as in indigo, $3,150,000. It's sold, 14 days on the market. Common charges of $2,000, $3,300 a month in taxes. Very well-known doorman building right above Whole Foods in the heart of Tribeca. This is a 1,650 square foot property in a building that was originally built in 2008. So, about 12 years old. We're seeing that there is a market at that price point. Again, that is $1,900 a foot. So the other one, $7 million, $2,200 a foot. This one, $3 million, 3.15, $1,900 a foot, and it's selling. So for a lot of people, the $2,000 price threshold is, a sort of a line they don't want to pass. And this $3 million price point, if you can get something under $2 grand a foot, people are transacting in under 14 days, selling. Next, 265 State Street, another condo, 1,343 square feet, and that was only $1,485 a foot. So in Brooklyn, we're seeing that things are cheaper on a per foot basis. And this one actually might have been sold with the Compass coming soon, who knows? It says 0 days on market, but it sold at $1,995 asking price, and it's a very lovely pre-war condo. The original building was pre-war, and the broker lives in that building. He knows it really well. But no, it was listed on December 16th. So no, it was listed, not 0 days on market, 30 days on market, but 1.995. And if you look at the details here, you've got a washer dryer, you've got a doorman, concierge, full service building. All of these things make the home really attractive. But even more than that is great light. You know, the finishes are okay, very pretty, but great light in a fantastic location. And full disclosure, Kevin Durant, biggest fan, grew up on State Street at 298 State Street, so 1 block away. And man, you have every train there. It's no surprise to me that people are paying $2 million at $1,400 and change a foot to live there quickly. Moving on. Remember Greenwich Village? Now, I sell a lot of real estate in Greenwich Village, and this building is called the Vermeer, 77 7th Avenue. 7, the lucky 7. And this place needed a gut renovation. And the Vermeer is known as a uptight co-op that sold a property there. You know, they really want you to have all your I's dotted and T's crossed. They want to see people with very good income to become partners in that co-op, or they will not approve you. So to sell a home in just 20 days that needed a complete renovation is quite impressive. Now this is a property that requires a 25% down payment, which also can sort of, you know, eliminate certain people in the market. So you have a limited buyer pool in the time period between Christmas and right now, middle of January, with all that was going on in the news, and you have a contract signed with an asking price of 1.6 for a home that, if it was renovated, probably worth $2 million. You know, and I'm saying that because of the southern and eastern exposure from the 14th floor, incredibly bright open views, corner exposure. People are willing to do the work, probably cost them $200,000. And we don't know what the discount was with the negotiation, but we do know that when things sell within 14 days, 20 days, it means that they got an accepted offer within a week. And that always means that it's sold usually within 2 or 3% of the asking price. That's why we focus on these types of homes. Next, 525 East 11th Street, 5A, sold by world famous Ryan Serhant and his new company. Congratulations. And this home last sold for $1,725,000. So this is $225,000 less than the last sale. They put it on at 1.5. Why? Because they're crazy? No, they're not crazy. They know that the market is softer than it was. So they're basically trying to get at what you call an anchor price. And this home sold in 2015. It was only on the market for 20 days then at 1,725. And now it is back in contract. You know, they asked 1.5. And if this listing data is perfectly up to date, I mean, just to put this in perspective, it shows us that in 2013, this property sold for 1.52. So today in 2021, it sold for asking price of 1.5. How much do you want to bet it sold for more than the asking price? Trust me when I tell you, it did not sell for less. If it goes to market in 30 days at an asking price that is equivalent or less than what it was selling for in 2013, you better believe it sold for more than the ask. And I would be willing to bet that it sold for almost $100,000 over the ask. I have no information. I'm just telling you what I think. Now, if you look at the details of this beautiful home, first of all, East 11th between A and B is a great place. And this has got really nice details, gorgeous marble backsplash, wood floors, you know, Bertazzoni range, huge outdoor space. Homes are selling. They're marketed well, good pictures, and frankly, just good product. There's tons of buyers in today's market. Next, 255 Columbia Street. This home was listed for $1,175,000. Again, it is a Compass listing, so it says it was listed at December 31st and went to contract on January 12th. So I think that's true. We'll take them at their word. Maybe they marketed it internally before that. They do that. It's their big thing. We don't do that at Douglas Elliman. The Brooklyn Nets are going to be good. Things I know to be true. And this was a 2-bed, 2-bath garden oasis. And look at these pictures. That garden looks very oasis-y. I don't know if it comes with a camel, but it does come with lots of great details and storage cage as well. It's a 13-unit condo in a really lovely location, Columbia Street between President Street and Carroll Street. Anyone who knows Brooklyn knows that that's just a very rich residential area. You can see my video on New Yorkers Know about Dobo Coca, and you have the water, you have trees, birds. It's really the heart of what's really survived in this coronavirus. So no shock that something would go on the market and sell right away, basically. Moving on, Greenwich Village, 60 East 8th Street. Now this property for a long time was known as really the gem of the Greenwich Village area, right next to NYU. It's called Georgetown Plaza. And these properties are known for their expansive views, typically speaking, though this is on the 7th floor, and a lot of them have outdoor space, this one didn't. So this is not the premier line in the building, and it is a co-op, but it runs like a condo. It's called a condo. Case in point, it's actually a co-op. I mean, you don't have to pay the finance tax, you don't have to pay title insurance, and you only pay your maintenance. You don't pay common charges and taxes. It's just a lot more affordable, but incredibly liberal rules. You can sublet it. And a huge development. There are people who only buy in this building. It's the whole block. And anyone who knows Lower Manhattan knows that Astor Place Barbers was right there, and they almost went out of business, but people saved them. And so, and other stores that have been there forever have closed. The diner is still there. We got good pea soup. Anyway, 7P at 60 East 8th Street. Not in excellent condition, just like good condition. Not a great view. Listed for $1 million. And it's just a regular 1-bedroom with a dining alcove. In normal condition. 1 bathroom, $1 million. Sold. And that's so reassuring because things are selling quickly at prices that make sense to both the buyers and the sellers. And that's a normal price. That's not, a depression price. Things keep selling at those prices. We're gonna see a seller's market before too long. And a lot of people wanting to get back in. Okay, just a couple more, guys. 186 Riverside Drive, 4C. This one was listed for $850,000, maintenance of $1,737. And it is a 1-bedroom with a dining area in a pre-war building with beamed ceilings, 36 days on market. Just what you might call a well-known co-op, right in the middle of the Upper West Side on Riverside Drive, very close to Riverside Park. We don't publish, unfortunately, square feet for co-ops. If you look at my upcoming series, If I Was the Mayor, coming soon, you'll see it on a YouTube social media browser website near you soon. If I was the mayor, we would disclose the square feet, but we don't. So we don't know exactly how big this place was, but we do know that it was big enough to have a dining alcove, big enough to have an entry foyer, not a new kitchen, but as pre-war buildings go, this building was built probably in 1928. So the kitchen, while not new, is newer than 1928. It has a dishwasher. That's the level of high tech. $850, boom, sold. All right, last but not least, guys, and thank you as always for tuning in. And remember, as always, if you like what you see, like my page, subscribe on YouTube, call me, message me. Here's our last listing, 279 First Street, right in the neighborhood that me and my wife grew up in, Park Slope, Brooklyn. Not that different now than it was then. Great place to go running in a park. And this is a great apartment. No shock that this place sold quickly. And I saw it. And let me tell you, the pictures don't do it justice because when I saw it, it had furniture in it. And what's really unique about this place is that none of these homes tend to have washer dryers. This one had a vented washer dryer. It was no shock to me that it sold quickly. I met the great agent who was showing it, and he was super friendly, and he told me right when I saw it, when it first was listed, they had lots of interest, and I wasn't surprised. This also is a co-op with an incredibly liberal sublet policy. It's right next to Whole Foods, right next to Middle School 51, where there's a park and playground, basketball courts, where I used to play on my way to being a member of the New York Brooklyn Nets fan base. And this listing is a walk-up, only $758 a month, but you get all of the benefits of condo ownership, more or less, with a co-op closing cost structure. And we can imagine that it got something very close to the $600,000 price point in Park Slope, Brooklyn. Thanks, everybody. James Harden. If you need a home, hit me up. But if you're not James Harden, I want to talk to you too. It's an exciting time in New York. Great new video content coming soon from me. And as always, folks, there's a lot of real estate brokers out there, maybe, who are still left. But if you want someone who, likes the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Knicks and pays close attention to their clients, one of the top 20 brokers in Douglas Elliman, many of the months of 2020 and hopefully again in 2021, please reach out to the Rosen team at Douglas Elliman. We're a wonderful group of folks, and I look forward to chatting with you. My cell phone and email address are below. Talk to you later. Bye.